It's now been about 45 minutes, probably closer to 50. Water's still warm in this one. Oh geez. I inhaled a bug. I have put about 8 or so gallons of water. I can't tell if that's showing what's in there or not. About 8 or so gallons of water in here, and I'm gonna mix in a little bit of Dawn. And it's hot water again. So next step, after you've let the first batch sit, is you're going to transfer the wool from this batch, from this tote to this one. And that's pretty simple. You just take it and you squish gently to get as much water out as you can. You don't want to over agitate it because you see how it's still kind of, you can see individual fibers, they're not all knit together. Now then you're going to drop that into this batch. And just keep repeating that until you've emptied the first tote. There's a bit of a breeze out. I don't know how that'll affect the audio quality, so I'm talking a bit louder than I was in the other videos. And the program I was going to use to splice these videos together updated and now decides it wants to charge me money, and I'm not going to pay money because I am a cheapskate. So these are just going to be 1 or 2 minute long videos uploaded and put together in a playlist. And I think, I don't know what I'll call it yet. Sheep to cloth probably, because that just is what this is. It's me taking, and then, so maybe, I think probably this coming spring I'll do a video of me shearing the sheep. Because I sheared my first sheep by myself this time. This year. I'd never sheared a sheep by myself before. But I sheared my girls, and I'm pretty proud of it. So you'll sometimes find some yuck while you're doing this, and I'm just filtering everything out. There's stuff that's too matted with poop, most of which I'd already gotten out. I'm surprised I've found any so far, but poop gets stuck in wool, just like it gets stuck in fur. But honestly, I enjoy this. This is relaxing. Also, it leaves your hands really soft from the lanolin. There's nothing more satisfying than knowing that this has been done entirely by me. Every bit of it, every step of the way, I did it. Sheared the sheep, well, not this sheep, the first batch of wool I sheared myself, but these, as I said in the earlier video, I got from Katie Cat, well, Catherine, but we call her Katie Cat. She's cool, I love her, she's awesome. And I will be linking, I think I'll probably put a link to her in all of these videos. She's been a huge help along the way. It's her spinning wheel I'm using, and I gave her one of my drop spindles in trade for this wool, actually. I traded a drop spindle for wool, because I have 2. I made one, and the other one I bought because we thought my bought drop spindle went missing, which is to say it was left behind when we went on vacation, and I thought it fell out in the parking lot. But so we ordered another one, and then we came home and found it sitting on the floor. So then I had another drop spindle that I didn't really have too much use for, since it's the same as my first one. And so I gave that to Katie Cat in trade for this wool. And now I'm making this video because I had a post that kind of exploded on one of my homesteading groups where people were asking me to do this. Now, the water left over from this is gross. Like, gross. So, like this again, I'm just gonna gently push it down in. Probably about, I think I said this earlier, probably about 8 gallons of water in here. And it's much cleaner than it was earlier. And this is what's left. This disgusting brown mass. So that's just going to get poured into the grass later today. Since there's not enough soap to damage anything in there, it's just enough to loose the lanolin. And then this batch right here is just going to get soaking for about an hour, half an hour, something like that. This wool actually has really nice crimp to it. I'm excited to try and spin with it. And then when I'm done, when it's soaked long enough, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take it out, squish like this, and set it out to dry. So the second bath is the finished bath, and this isn't what it will look like when it's done either, because it'll be a bit cleaner from soaking. But you'll just squish out the water and set it out to dry, and then that'll be the end of the washing stage. And then you should let it dry for, I don't know, I usually let it dry for about 3 days. Figure you can probably do it in 1 or 2, but wool tends to hold on to water. So I think that will be it for today, and then the next video I do will be on carding the wool and turning it into rollags for spinning. Thank you. Angel Tree out.